What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Ju coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I will tell you why Zach Robinson and this Atlanta Falcons offense will destroy opposing defenses in 2025. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Ju Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Ju Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Ju Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about Zach Robinson, my offensive coordinator, and why this Atlanta Falcons offense will destroy most defenses in 2025. Last season, the Atlanta Falcons offense in 2024 ranked 6th in total offense, which was really good. As you guys know, last year was Zach Robinson's first year as our offensive coordinator under head coach Raheem Morris. He did come over from the LA Rams, where he learned up under Sean McVay and took some of his schemes and things of that nature and made it into his own. So he is running a version of the LA Rams offense, which has a ton of motion in it. And that's one of the reasons why I think that the Atlanta Falcons will destroy opposing defenses this year. Between the balance of run and pass, I really feel like Zach Robinson does a great job of understanding spacing. He does a great job of getting the ball to different playmakers at different times the game. But I really feel like his ability to use motion is what separates his offense, or this offense, from most NFL offenses. As you guys know, it is a passing league now, and the teams or the offensive coordinators that use motion are usually the better offensive coordinators in the league. Those are the most explosive offenses in the league. When you think about the Kyle Shanahans, when you think about the Sean McVays, when you think about the Kevin O'Connells, that's with the Minnesota Vikings, all of those guys are cut from that same cloth, the Shanahan, McVay cloth, where they believe in having a lot of window dressing, meaning guys running in motion and things of that nature, which affects defenders' eye discipline. And usually, as they say in the NFL, once you're one step slow, usually you're beat in the NFL. And I expect the Atlanta Falcons to do similar things to what they did last season as far as using motion. I really feel like this Atlanta Falcons team has a chance to be even better in 2025, because if you remember in 2024, the Falcons did get off to a hot start at 6-3, but then Kirk Cousins went on a 4 to 5 game stretch where he struggled to even throw a touchdown pass. The Atlanta Falcons offense averaged about 370 yards a game last year, which was really, really good. We were 5th in passing yards and 10th in rushing yards last season. So we have a very balanced attack on offense, but I do think that this Atlanta Falcons offense will be the strength of this 2025 team once again. And I really feel like with Michael Penix taking over at that quarterback position, it's going to take this offense to new heights because of his ability to stretch the field and throw the ball deep down the field. Also, his ability to be mobile and go run outside of the pocket and make passes outside of the pocket and off platform, which is something that Kirk Cousins really couldn't do a lot of last year due to his Achilles injury. So I really feel like Zach Robinson is a mastermind when you talk about offensive play callings and his imagination, his ability to run different formations. If you look at last season, we've seen some really interesting formations last year. I've seen some plays in that Kansas City game where you had Tyler Algier set up in the offset eye in the backfield with guys like Bijan Robinson, where you had both of those running backs, which could be really dangerous this upcoming season. You've seen plays where Ray McLeod and Mooney were running in motion, where you had jet sweeps, where you had fake jet sweeps, where they would, go to the opposite side of the field, use motion to go to one side of the field and throw to the other side of the field. So I really feel like that misdirection and that motion is what's going to set this Atlanta Falcons team apart. Another great thing for our Atlanta Falcons offense is we have a really good offensive line that can both run block and pass protect. So I really feel like there's no missing pieces when you look at this offense, but Zach Robinson's ability like I said, to create space for guys to understand how to get guys open and things of that nature, how to do pick plays and all type of things we've seen last year. I really feel like that's going to go to another level, because if you remember last year, with it being his first season, the guys really were still trying to learn the system. And then when Penix got in the game, it kind of set the offense back a little bit, because he didn't have the chemistry with the offensive players as far as the skill position guys, the running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers. So I really feel like with them having a full offseason, with Zach Robinson having a full offseason to kind of understand, review the tapes from last year of the games that he called, I really feel like he did a solid job last year of calling plays as a first-time OC. But I really feel like he's going to be a lot better in year 2, because last year I felt like there were times where, he didn't understand the rhythm of the game. He didn't understand when to call certain plays, even though he was calling some really good plays and, getting guys open and things of that nature. At times in the red zone, he didn't run the right plays. And at times I feel like he broke the momentum of whether it was the running backs that was had the hot hand at the moment, whether it was the offensive line that had the momentum. At times he would go away from what was working at that time, being that he was a first-time play caller. So I feel like now that he's been, had a full 17-game slate to kind of go back, he's had all off season to review the film and things of that nature, some of the errors of his ways. I really feel like Zach Robinson is one of the most up and coming offensive minds in the game. I could easily see him being a future head coach, because we know right now, based off of how the NFL rules are, the offensive play callers are right now is the pipeline to getting a head coaching job. Now, I hope before he leaves Atlanta, I hope that he's able to help us get to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. But I really feel like he's going to be a hot name. If we have another top 5 offense or top 10 offense again in 2025, I really feel like he's going to start getting interviews for head coaching jobs. But I do think that Zach Robinson is a gem for this Atlanta Falcons team. I do think that he has, a brilliant mind as far as when it comes to the offensive side of the game. Zach Robinson is a former quarterback, both on the collegiate level, and he had a small stint in the NFL as well, as a backup for the Cincinnati Bengals. So he's one of those guys that I think, is an up-and-coming coach in the league, and I expect him to take this offense to new heights this year in his second year as the offensive coordinator. But I really feel like he's one of those guys that's one of the most up-and-coming guys when you talk about offensive minds in the game. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy my content, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.